Hi everybody, welcome back to Small Caliber Arms Review. Today we're going to open up this box from Taurus. This is the Taurus TX22, a 22 caliber semi-auto pistol. Let's open the box, see what's in it. Alright, it comes in a cardboard box, nothing fancy. You got your instruction manual, some paperwork from the ATF, a little article from American Rifleman on the Taurus Spectrum, pretty neat little gun. In the box is the pistol, wrapped in plastic. Got the little tag on it there, read before operating, all that kind of good stuff. It does come with two magazines. There's one in the firearm. It is unloaded. There's your other magazine. Comes with a thread adapter for the barrel. You can take the little thread protector off the barrel, put this on there, then it allows you to put a suppressor onto the firearm. Also comes a little loading tool there for helping you load the magazine, because on this one, although there are the two buttons on there that help you to pull the follower down, it's a little difficult to get your fingers on there. They don't protrude very much. So with this, you can just put it in there, drop your round in there, pick it up, put another one in, and so on. There is a lock underneath there, a little bit of paperwork with that, and that's pretty much it for what's in the box on this thing. Let's see about taking this thing apart, show you how to maintain it, and then we'll get it out on the range and give it a try. Alright, disassembly of the TX22 is pretty easy. Just pop your magazine out, make sure it is unloaded, there's nothing in the chamber there. Go ahead and pull the trigger, and right in front of the trigger underneath here is the takedown lever pretty much. Now this is captive and it's kind of spring loaded, so what you got to do is pull your slide back just a little bit and then pull that down and then let your slide go forward. It comes off pretty easy. It jumps up just a hair, and then you've got a captive recoil spring and guide rod right there, and then your barrel is right inside there. Take that out. Easy access to clean everything up. Now this barrel doesn't tip like some of the other semi-autos do. It pretty much stays fixed right where it's at. Reassembly, put your barrel back in there. Go ahead and put your guide rod back in there. You'll see that one end is a little bit narrower than the other, so that's the one that goes to the front there. Doesn't take a whole lot of pressure to get it in there. Pull it back just a little bit, pop it down behind the lug there. Putting it back in, you want to start off just a little bit forward, and everything should push in there. There's a little bit of spring tension that's going to push it up, but go ahead and pull it back and then cycle it. Make sure everything's good. Everything looks good on it. You can go ahead and get the magazine loaded up and then get it out there on the range and give it a few shots. Now the magazines that come with this are 16 round magazines, so you've got 16 plus you can put one in the chamber. We're going to go ahead and load up one magazine full of the Winchester 22's 40 grain 1300 feet per second, and we'll load up some CCI mini mags. These are 1260 feet per second, and I believe they are 36 grains. We'll get them loaded up, and then we'll try some standards once we've emptied one of these mags and see how it does with them. I was told by the salesman to not to use any low velocity rounds, but hey, we're going to try everything in it, see what it likes to eat, see how it handles the low velocity stuff. I do have some bulk ammo, so we'll give that a try too, and see what it does. Alright, we got the gun, we got the two magazines loaded up. These are the Winchesters. We'll put them in there first. Now one of the things you'll notice about this firearm is it's extremely light and the slide is very easy to pull back. I handed this one to my wife. I said try racking the slide on it, and she was surprised at how easy it was to rack. We'll wait till we get out on the range, throw it in the old Uncle Mike's here, and get out there and try it. Alright, here it is, a beautiful spring day here in Ohio. I got the Taurus TX22. These are going to be the very first rounds. I'm at 10 yards away from my pistol targets there. We're going to give it a try, see how it does. All right, this does have an ambidextrous safety on the back of it here. It's real similar to, well, a lot of firearms. Up is on safe, kind of blocks the slide there, and it's good to go. I fired 5 shots at the lower right-hand target. We're going to go over there and see how those first 5 did. All right, here's the first 5 shots on my American Marksman target. Some of you guys may recognize this. A few years ago, there was a competition open to amateurs, and well, I've got a whole bunch of these targets I got to practice with, and they discontinued the show. They never aired the first episode. But anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not too bad. I didn't do any adjustments on it, but the firearm does have adjustments for both windage and elevation on the rear sight. And to me, that looks like it's pretty good right there. I wasn't really taking a whole lot of time, but the thing I want to know is this gun reliable? So let's go blast through a whole bunch of rounds. Again, these are the Winchesters. We'll finish off the rest of the magazine on that, and then we'll try another ammo on a different one and keep on going, see how it does. Does have last round hold open on it. Go ahead and eject the magazine. Now we're going to do another target with 16 rounds of the CCI mini mags. All right, 16 rounds of CCI mini mags. Let's load up the 2 magazines with 2 other different brands of ammunition and see how they do. All right, there was a magazine full of Winchester 22s and a magazine full of CCI mini mags. We're gonna go ahead and let's do some CCI quiets in here in one of the magazines. And then we'll do a magazine full of the Remington Golden Bullets. This is a bulk ammo. You usually see it in the big 550 round boxes, or sometimes you even see it in the buckets of bullets. We're gonna go ahead and load a magazine of each. Now these are a polymer magazine. You may or may not like that. I'm not a big fan of plastic stuff. I like the feel of real metal. But the nice thing is you don't have to worry about any rust other than maybe the spring. Let's get these loaded up and give it a try. All right, these are gonna be the CCI quiets. Uh-oh. It was a failure to eject there. Let's try it again. Seems to me like it does not like the CCI quiets. Just doesn't have enough oomph in the round to eject that. Now, all right, that was the last round of that. The CCI quiets, I would not recommend. So it looks like it's gonna be a little bit higher velocity ones. Let's put the magazine of the Remington Golden Bullets in there and see how that does. Remington Golden Bullets. The Golden Bullets seem to do just fine. They're bulk ammo, but it looks pretty good. And actually the grouping looks pretty good on it too. I've got a few more. Let's see what I got here. I got some 22 Thunderbolts. Let's throw some Thunderbolts in there and see how they do. All right, Remington 22 Thunderbolts. "15 rounds of those went pretty good. Let's try 15 rounds of CCI standard velocity. Flawless with those too. Seems to be a pretty good shooting gun. I fired, let's see, 6 rounds of 6 different ammos. 16 in the first 2 magazines I did and 15 in the rest of them. But the only hiccups I had were the CCI quiets. I'm sorry, the CCI quiets, and it just wouldn't cycle because it doesn't have enough back pressure, enough powder in it, big enough charge to get it to go back. Now the nice thing about this gun is it is made for a suppressor. It comes with a thread adapter on there. CCI quiets would be ideal to shoot with a suppressor, but you can shoot some higher velocity as long as you stay below that 1200 feet per second. It should do just fine with a suppressor. I do not have a suppressor, but so far it seems to me like the gun shoots great. The ejection ports on the side there kind of keeps everything down that way, especially from what I hear. If you're shooting suppressed, you get a lot more back pressure, so you get a lot of smoke and everything coming up there. It seems to shoot great. A few rounds there I did with no hiccups, you know, despite the, I guess in spite of the quiets, but does pretty good. All right, I loaded up 4 rounds of the Winchester and 4 rounds of the mini mags, and I'm gonna take a few shots of the 100-yard target, see how that does. Hey, I was able to hit it a few times there. It seems like it's a pretty accurate shooting gun too. I mean, it's a pistol. It does have a little bit longer barrel. I think it's like a, I don't know, probably a 4-inch barrel in there, maybe 3.5, somewhere around there. But it shoots great. It shoots great up close. It shoots pretty good far away, and that's kind of tough to hit the 100-yard target with a pistol. I mean, it can be done. It's not a problem. But I mean, my first impressions of it is I like the way it feels. It feels a little weird because it's so light, but like I said, the slide is real easy to operate, and it feels real good in the hand. It's got a pretty big palm swell on it, some decent texturing on it, kind of a stippling. Not as aggressive as the Smith & Wesson 2.0 series, but it feels really good in your hand without being, you know, too rough. It's got a good fit in it. I got pretty big hands, and it fits great. I mean, there's not much not to like about it. It shoots great. It feels good, looks good. It's lightweight, and holds 16 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. So the capacity's there, the accuracy is there. This is a sporting gun. It's not personal defense type gun, but I think it shoots great. I really like it. I think I'm going to throw a few more rounds in here and give it a try and see how it does. All right, there's my look at the Taurus TX22, and you know, there's a lot of people out there who aren't real fond of Taurus firearms for one reason or another. Maybe they had some that had issues, and I have had issues with some of them too, but this could possibly be one of my new favorites. It shoots great, it feels great, it's probably a little easier to wield than the Ruger SR22. Accuracy is there, takedown is really easy, cleaning should be a breeze too. It's a pretty good little firearm if you ask me. It's kind of surprising too, because the price is considerably less, or quite a bit less than the SR22, and shoots just as good. If you get a chance to get one, go ahead and take it out to the range and give it a try. Like I said, I'm really impressed with it. The accuracy is good, the handling is good, and the comfort is good. Anyways, thanks for watching Small Caliber Arms Review. If you could, check out some of my other videos and hit the subscription button up there if you haven't already. And thanks for watching Small Caliber Arms Review.